Hey everyone, we are here with Austin from Heavy Hitter. If you don't know them, they're fucking heavy.
Hello.
Yes. So Austin, again, thanks for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. I know you guys are currently on the road. You just loaded into the Hawthorne Theater in Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
Fucking Oregon.
Fuck
Um,
Oregon. It's our first time in Oregon.
cool.
So that first time in Portland, first time everything. So it's been a lot of first times on this tour for us because we live all the way in fucking Florida.
Well, good thing you're not there right now, huh?
Yeah, that fucking hurricane. And second one this year, it seems like so far.
Yeah, second one in what, like 3 weeks or something.
Yeah. It hasn't happened like that in a hot minute. It's like 2005, something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's been
crazy.
a minute.
Yep.
But you guys are on the road, so hopefully everything at home is good for everyone's family and friends
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So that's nothing that we aren't used to. Nothing we
Yeah,
aren't used
that's a fair statement. Uh,
to.
so how long have you guys been on the road right now?
So we left probably let's see last weekend. So we left on the 28th. We hit the road and then our first show was the 29th in Pensacola. So we did Pensacola on the 29th of September. We did Birmingham on September 30th. And then we did San Antonio October 1st. And then we did Phoenix on October 2nd, I believe. Yes. And then from there, after October 2nd from Phoenix, we drove to Pomona and started the tour at Carnifex. So,
Right
what's
on.
today? Yeah, we've been gone for a little over a week so far,
Today's
right?
the 8th. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
We got about 5 more weeks to go. So, but yeah,
hell
I'm
yeah.
having a blast. Having a blast.
That's a good situation to be in for any band really. Like that's what they
Oh,
want.
yeah.
They want to be out there hustling. It's like I think a lot of the bands that I played with way back when in my day, Sonny. It was like you made music just to get people out to the shows, and that's where you really had the fun.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I mean, I was playing in bands back in high school. I'm 32, so I was in
Okay.
high school 2007, 2008, when I first got into some of my first bands like deathcore, metalcore. I pretty much played it all. I was in like screamo, scene bands, deathcore bands, hardcore bands, like pretty much anything that was just popular in the scene at the time. We were just kids,
Yeah.
so it's pretty much all over the place.
Just
Yeah.
finding your footing, right? Like,
Pretty much, yeah. It was like I was even in a band where it was me and another vocalist, and he was a singer and stuff like that. I was just like trying to find my vocal niche. But towards the end of all that, the high school days, I was in a predominant like deathcore band in the area called Reclaim the Throne, and
okay.
we were pretty. That was like 2000. I think that was 2009, I believe, to 2010, something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was sometime back there, 15 or
Sometime
so
back
years
then.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pushing 50 and like everything is like I remember, and I hate these conversations because I'm always like, man, I remember when I just had a
Yeah,
conversation with a
way
guy
back
who,
then.
yeah, he's like, I record everything in my bedroom. And it's like, man, I remember uh, when like, it wasn't feasible to actually record at home. Like, your recording sucked. It
Uh,
sounded like it's fucking
yeah,
terrible.
back in the day, they did it on analog tapes and shit like
Yeah.
that, even in the 90s stuff. So yeah, no one
Oh,
had like
look, you got a little
I was
liquid
the
death too.
oh yeah, liquid. It's the best go-to water on the go. I swear, it
Yeah,
really is.
it really is. I got a couple of cases like sitting to the sides whenever I do this. I'm like, liquid death, here we go.
Yeah, it's the best one on the go. I swear, it's the easiest for me.
Yeah, I think it's easiest for everyone. Like it's really easy to transfer everywhere. So
Yeah.
fucking and easy to get cold, which is
Oh
the best.
yes, absolutely.
So what got you initially into like doing vocals?
Ironically, so this was back then too. I was like 15, so this had to be like 2007, I think, maybe late 2006. I could be wrong, but I was 15. It's kind of like a skateboard kid, and I was dating this girl at the time, and she was like a super scene girl in high school and stuff, and she was really into bands like Whitechapel, Waking the Cadaver, Carnifex, and I actually she got me more into like the deathcore side because I was kind of just getting into like screaming and like post hardcore and hardcore and stuff and just any core genre in general. I was kind of just getting my niche into there. And like I think the first band I ever heard that with screaming was like Chiodos or something like that.
Okay.
And but she was into heavier stuff because it was the kind of like the trending thing popular at the time, like OG deathcore back then. And I remember she showed me Carnifex, and I kind of started from there with like the deathcore side. You know, I would come home from school, I would be playing Counter Strike, World of Warcraft, pretty much anything like that, and it would be like I would just be doing vocals while I was playing video games when no one was home for the next 3 to 4 hours, and it was horrible. And the neighbors probably hated it, but yeah, no, it was chill. It was chill. We did a lot of cool stuff. Or I mean, I got to do a lot of cool stuff, you know. And that's kind of where I figured out that I wanted to do deathcore. You know,
Hell
that's
yeah.
kind of where it started. Was right there.
That's cool. I think, a lot of times, I guess a lot of times it is like girls that are like, that make you go, oh, I wonder what that is. Maybe I
Yeah,
could get interested, you know? You're like,
yeah,
oh shit. All right. You know, I don't know how many artists I listen to because of girls. I'm sure it's a fucking lot.
yeah.
Like,
It kind of just happened, and you're like, oh, I think I do. It was
yeah.
actually good. You know what I mean?
So,
So,
funny story about like doing something for a woman. My wife, we've been together. Fuck, how long we been together? 13 years or something.
okay.
And she's a big like Dave Matthews fan. And I said, this is the only time you'll ever get me to go see Dave Matthews is Bourbon and Beyond. So, so we go, and I shit you not, one song in, I'm like, hey babe, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Like I love you, but I am not having a good time with this. I fucking
Can't do it.
went. No, I went and got an Uber and went home. Like I'm out of
Oh,
here.
it'd be like that, man. Hey, you gotta have you have a certain taste. You
Yeah,
have a certain taste.
I don't know how she deals with going to the shows with me. It's fucking ridiculous. But she gives me my time. So let's talk about the upcoming EP, Moments of Misery.
Oh yeah. I think it's a great EP. Put a lot of work into it. It's kind of like the EP was kind of like written under a lot of pressure, like a lot of stress. Because we signed to Blue Grape Music in February or early March, and like that whole thing was new to all of us. You know, like negotiations with the record label. I didn't know how long that was going to take. You know, and that was a lot of back and forth, and that itself was already kind of like a lot of stress on everyone. I do all the self managing though. We don't have a manager because I'm just waiting for the right person to come along. You know, I'd
Yeah,
rather do it. I know we're good and we're safe and no one's fucking us over until we meet that right person. That's like, okay, this is the person I want to be. They actually give a fuck. Um, so I do all that day to day shit. So I was facilitating between the lawyer, the label owner David, and the band. You know, it was me like going back and forth. So once we signed, they wanted an EP. They set a date. I didn't want to tell the label no. I was like, fuck it, we can do it. We're gonna make it happen. We had 2 tours in between the whole writing process. So realistically, we only had maybe 2.5 months of total time to write a whole ass banging EP that we had to outdo ourselves on the last 2 singles we put out and wanted to make sure it was good. Not only that, Josh had just joined the band, our drummer right now, in February. So we had nothing written. We had a couple of concepts, maybe, and that was pretty much all we had. Um, but besides that, we write everything live and together. We don't, there's not just one person writing music on a DAW or anything. We don't even use a computer or a DAW. We write everything in a traditional way. So
yeah,
it's all four of us in a room just bouncing ideas off of each other. So when you factor that 2 tours in between all that, there's not a whole lot of fucking time. So we're meeting up like once, 2 times a week. Thankfully, three of us live in Orlando, and our guitarist Dane lives like 2 hours away in like the West Palm Beach area. So he had to make the drive, but it wasn't as bad. At least it's only one person that had to do the drive.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, it was just stressful. You know, it was a stressful time. It really put us on pressure, but I think because of the stress and the pressure and the crunch had made us better. The EP came out better. Stress and anxiety I was feeling about, the whole thing, making it all come together. Like when we were in Los Angeles recording is when I wrote most of the lyrical content, the vocal patterns, concepts. And I feel like it was just a lot of stress that we were all feeling coming from that. And I was translating it into the EP, because the EP is the moments of misery. Each song represents a different, like a different daily struggle or grief or just a hardship that you're absolutely going to go through in your life and anyone can relate to, you
Yeah.
know. And, I think that was just like a good concept, because I was struggling to figure that out and it all just kind of came to me through being super stressed the fuck out. And I was like, okay, I love this. This is going to be great.
Hell
So,
yeah, dude. Well, it's fucking heavy as shit, dude.
that awesome. Thank you.
Like my favorite line. So I've listened through it. I've listened to it through a couple of times. My favorite line is "Learn your place under my
Oh,
boot," and I'm like,
yeah, that Waste of Life. That song,
yeah,
the song drops tomorrow, actually. Yeah, yeah.
hell
Comes
yeah,
out tomorrow. Yeah. That's one of my favorites. I love the hook in that song, the two steps, the vocal patterns. Yeah, that I think that one's a really, really good one. I'm excited to put that out tomorrow. I think
yeah.
people will love
I do too. I think that'll be a fuck. I'm sure you guys are already playing it live, huh?
it. Yeah, yeah. We're playing the entire EP, unreleased, even all the unreleased songs. We're playing the whole thing on this whole Carnifex run. So it was time. Josh, like I said, he joined in February. I didn't want him playing the old shit that he didn't even fucking write anymore. You know what I mean? And like that was a different era, anyways. Like this new stuff is a completely different era. I think it's way more mature, way more well written. Um, and it's just the future for us. You know what I mean? I like that. That's a nice mix between hardcore and OG deathcore vibes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's what I want to look at. I didn't want to lose the two steps. I didn't want to lose some of the beat down call outs, stuff like that. I wanted to keep all that, but then throw in some blast beats, throw in some riffs, throw in some different stuff like that. So I
yeah.
think
It
it came
keeps
out.
it.
Yeah.
I do too. I think it came out great. It keeps it fun. It keeps it entertaining.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine what those fucking live shows are like. It's got to be like just bodies fucking
Oh
flying.
yeah. I've been working on it. I've been working on it. I was really comfortable with that old live set as crowd control and being the front man. And this last week has been a big learning curve for this new set. I've learned all new timing for getting the crowd hyped up, make some noise, give me a circle pit, throw down, call outs. It's
Yeah,
been really like the show we had in Roseville on Sunday. I think that was the best one I've done for crowd control in the set in general. I felt like I was really in the pocket after a week of jamming it out and seeing what works, what doesn't work. Do they like this? Do they not like that? I finally found like a good niche, and now I can build off of that even more in these next coming weeks. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I'm really excited for tonight too in Portland to use
hell
some of
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. What's your favorite part of like the live show?
I think the favorite part of the live show is pile ups, people crowd surfing, just violent moshing. I came from a scene that was just violent moshing. My first show ever, I got my nose broken when I was 15 because someone threw me into a group of, like, we were at a coffee shop called Exodus in Port St. Lucie, but they served beer. It was like a bar coffee shop and it was in all ages. I was 15. My buddy Alex threw me into this group of girls from moshing. I guess I spilt one of their Bud Lights or something. The girl turned around and just sucker punched me square in the nose. I'm 15, she broke my fucking nose. But I don't know, I didn't love it. I didn't love getting my nose broken, but
Now
I
you're
was
like, what
like,
the
this is
fuck?
awesome. Yeah, like these shows are awesome. Like this is crazy. This is crazy energy. I it was an unforgettable night. Let's just say it like that. And it just got me hooked on, like, I think like I like shows. Like this is a lot of fun. This is a whole
Hell
lot of fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We did. We just went to go see Knocked Loose. Like they did their album release show. So I live in Louisville.
Oh, okay. Okay, awesome.
They did their fucking album release show at Paris Town Hall, which is like 2,000 seats or something. Both nights
Yeah.
sold out, crazy. So like that was on Thursday before the release shows. They played at a little place called Portal, which is 350 people. Holy fuck, it was
Oh,
insane in that place, dude.
oh man, it's got to be violent.
Oh,
That's that
th-
like them playing in a venue like that now. Oh yeah, that's asking for it. That's really
I've been
asking.
to so many shows and I cannot, that is the most people on the floor with EMTs that I have ever fucking
That's
seen.
crazy. That's
Like,
crazy.
I'm like, and everyone had a hurt fucking leg. I'm like, what are you doing? Just walking around like smashing people's legs? What the fuck?
Good God. Yeah, no, that's violent. That's
And then,
violent.
and I saw one dude, he had it like it looked like a softball in his fucking eye. Oh no.
Dude, that's crazy. Those are the shows I love. Those are the shows I live for. They're dangerous. They're scary. Keeps it interesting. It's not boring. It's not boring.
Oh,
The
it's
show's
not
definitely
boring. My
not boring.
old ass has got to be back against the wall. Like, just leave me here.
Yeah,
I don't want to break a hip, you know?
yeah, exactly, exactly. I still mosh to this day, but I definitely try to be a little bit more careful because we had a tour last summer. Second fucking date, I went to mosh for the. We were touring with the Chicago hardcore band called Them's Fighting Words. And I think we were playing in Jacksonville, and fucking, I went to throw down for him. 3 seconds in, I get sucker punched in the side of the eye. My shit's blown up for like the rest of the week. I got this blown up black eye. I'm playing the set, and my shit's just all fired. It sucked. I was like, all right, I need to be a little bit more cautious, while at least while I'm on the road about moshing. I can't be all fucked up and everything. But
Yeah.
it's been hard not to mosh to Carnifex and Cryptopsy every night so far. So
Hell yeah.
I've been,
I
been doing my due diligence on that end.
I can only imagine. At least you're having,
Yeah.
like that. That's got to be fun too, going out with two bands with a reputation like that and getting
Oh
to see
man,
them play every night.
it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And Carnifex plays Slippery Save my face. It's just nuts. It's fucking straight up nuts. So no, it's great. It's cool because, like I said, I learned how to do vocals from Slit Rich Savior with Carnifex. So it's a pretty full circle moment hanging out with Scott, having a couple of drinks with him after the show, talking about music, talking about the lore of his band, our band. He's a really cool guy. They're all really, really fucking cool guys between him and Carnifex and Cryptopsy. Those being the older two bands bringing us out on the road. Really fucking chill dudes, not dickheads in any way. Not
Hell
that
yeah.
I thought they would be, but yeah, no, they're very helpful and they're very, very nice. They want to talk to you. They're happy you're here.
That's how it, so in my mind, that's how it should be, right? The older bands
Exactly.
take out the younger bands and you have conversations and it helps those younger bands learn the etiquette of the road.
Yep.
Otherwise, you're like, man, why are you mad at me? Like, I have no fucking idea,
Yeah.
you
No.
know?
I've heard so many stories about the latter, like you just mentioned. Like, why the fuck are you mad at me? Like, some headliners, like it. This one I think is different. Scott from Carnifex handpicked this lineup. So, us being on the bill, he found us because of Instagram. Like
Hell yeah.
we got on this bill because of an Instagram comment. He was following us, and I posted a flyer that we were going on this little DIY tour with this band called Backslide. They're a metalcore band from Augusta, Georgia, and we were doing like a little week run, 5-day run, and some random account on there commented on the flyer and was like, "You guys should tour Carnifex. That would be sick." And I was like, I'm pretty sure Scott follows us, so I'm just gonna tag him. So I tagged him in the comment, and I said, "What do you think?" And he responded, I think a few hours later, and was like, "I'm about it. Send me your email. We'll get it worked out."
Fuck yeah.
I didn't think it was gonna work, but 5 months later, we got the offer, and here we fucking are now. So
Dude, you
he's
never
really
know if you
cool.
don't
He
try, you know
handpicked
what?
this shit. So I think like some headliners, it's like the agents are picking the bands, and it's not like they're handpicked shit, and they're just there, and they don't want to fuck with those smaller bands because it's so
Hold on, I just lost you. I
so
just, oh,
oh did it break up a little bit?
yeah, it did. I lost like that whole, you were like, and then some smaller bands and it was like nothing.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Some headliners don't like to fuck with the smaller bands, but in this case, Scott handpicked this lineup, so he's been really, really nice to the smaller bands. Really,
Hell yeah.
really cool.
That's cool. Well, and I know like buying on is still a big thing. I know a lot of bands
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
that
No,
buy
it
on these
is.
tours, and it's like, well, I think in that aspect, the headliner's like, well, you bought on the tour, like,
Yeah. I mean, I've heard. I get that. Whatever. I get it. I know music is. There's no golden path on the way to music to do things right. It's a form of art, so it's subjective. Whatever you think your success is, whatever you think is successful, it's your art. You do
yeah,
whatever you think is successful. I would never buy onto a fucking tour. You got me fucked up. That's crazy. But I know bands do that, and I know it's worked for some bands, and they make that money back and everything. But I'd rather just earn my keep or like earn my spot there. The way we have now. That was always my dream. I didn't want to like throw money at it or
my cat's biting me. Sorry. I'm like,
anything.
what the?
No,
She's
it's
like,
okay. It's okay.
fucker. I'm like, what's going on, asshole? She's
No,
pro- she's probably like, give me some more wet food. I just gave you wet food like 30 minutes ago, you little fat
oh,
fuck,
their cats are crazy, man. They're
dude.
they're 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 manipulating. They're
Huh,
manipulative.
Abso-fucking-lutely. But when they love you, it's fucking great. When they don't,
It is.
that sucks.
Yeah.
So, what kind of physical copies are you guys gonna have with Moments of Misery?
I believe we're gonna do. I gotta talk to David, the label owner, about that actually, because I'm getting a lot of questions about that. I think we were gonna do tapes. I think tapes will be available. I'm not sure about vinyl, but I know tapes and CDs. I think there's gonna be tapes and CDs, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I like I said, I gotta check with David. Just had a lot of shit going on, so well, we're focusing on getting Waste of Life out
Yeah,
tomorrow, and then get geared up to get the EP dropped on November 8th. So there's still a lot of work to do and everything. We're on this tour, but get all that situated soon. But hopefully, vinyl, CD, and tapes. That would be fucking awesome. That would be
that would be
great.
fucking
All
dope.
all three would be great if we could
Hell
make it
yeah.
happen. But we'll see.
Like,
We'll see.
yeah, vinyl's had a big resurgence. And like obviously tapes right now are like the thing that everyone's like, I want a fucking tape. Like, fine.
Yeah, yo, no, you're not wrong. I see so many bands now. They'll have tapes on the like a lot of hardcore bands too. They'll have
Yeah.
tapes on the table, and people buy them up. They sell them for like $10 a pop. You just easy money right there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what they cost to print now, but shit, I mean, back in my day, God, I hate saying that, but back when we were doing that, it was like, I think we were under $1 to get the whole fucking tape printed and then selling for
That's
10. So
crazy.
it was a big profit margin.
Yeah, no, I don't even know what I've never had tapes printed, so I'm not sure, or even like CDs. Those are things I'm not really aware on, but can't be that expensive in 2024, I imagine.
Yeah, I would think not. I mean, I don't when I did CDs, we did them ourselves, but like even like back probably mid late 90s to do a 7 inch, I think we paid 70 cents a record for a 7 inch.
Oh, really? Damn, that's
Yeah.
fucking dangly good. It's
Oh,
insanely
dude, it was selling for $3 and you're like, dude, I'm making 3 times my money. This is great, you know?
Yeah, exactly. No, that's man. Those were the days. Those were
So
the
yeah.
days. Yeah.
Yeah. Like fuck, I hate being old. I mean, I like it, but damn.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It's different in 2024 for sure. Everything is pretty expensive these days. I hate that, but
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Well, I, I'll tell you what, like we need um a suit against Kroger because speaking of expensive things, there was I don't know, an interview or something with one of the guys from Kroger, and he said that it wasn't inflation that caused their prices to go up. They decided just to raise prices because
Yeah, no, it was man-made price. It was man-made inflation. All these companies in the
gouging.
last 2020 record-breaking profits. I think the biggest problem with the companies is, yeah, they hit record-breaking profits for COVID, but that was COVID. You're not going
Yeah.
to continuously keep hitting record-breaking profits after COVID. You know what I mean? Oh,
Right.
yeah.
And
I hate to have to cut this short, but we actually
cool.
have to do a sound check. I'm so sorry.
All right. No, you're good, dude. Well, go have a great fucking show. Be safe on the road, and maybe I'll see you soon.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're ever coming out to any other shows, shoot us a DM on Instagram. I'll get you guest list with all access. Absolutely, man. It'd be a pleasure.
Cool. Thanks, brother. Have a great night.
You too, man. Take it easy. It's nice
Thanks.
talking to
See
you.
ya. You too.
Bye.